Welcome everybody, Shir number 951. We're learning today Le'ilei Nishmas Moshe Dov Ben Rabban Zisel, Le'ilei Nishmas Blima Basra Moshe and L'Refu Shleim Eliyahu Ben Dina Malka. Okay, getting back to our malacha of MAKEH B'PATISH. So we are finishing off our last Gezerah Midrabanan. We said basically there's 6 of them. We're on the last one, folding garments, and paper and various different things, linens and so on Shabbos, what, when, and where, and how it works. Now, here and there, when we come across, when we talk about a certain Indian, there are some various different offshoots, if you want to call it, that come up that are extremely negei lemaisa to that Indian itself, and therefore here and there we give a little bit of a shear. We'll give a shear that might not be 100% in the Indian itself, like folding garments, but it's extremely similar, and therefore, and we come across it. Sometimes we come across it. For example, our case that I want to talk about today, in reference to hakana לחול, preparing for during the week. And the Piskei Tshuva has a nice, very beautiful piece over there in reference to some various different things which do come up on Shabbos. So we spoke about last year. And the reason is also there's 2 reasons in reference to, as far as the talis goes, folding the talis. We said one of the reasons there are certain Rishonim that say one can't fold the talis because of the fact it's a problem of hachana, preparing for during the week, and others want to say it's a question of falling under the Rabbanan of Tikkun Mana, which we'll talk about in the upcoming SHIUR, how that works, possibly. But just in reference to the preparations for the week, we spoke about last time in reference to shalosh seudos, that one cleaning the table if it's quite a bit before Shabbos is over, 2 hours, an hour and a half, whatever the case is. We said lemaisa that putting away the food, you could always put away the food. If it's regular food, they'll get spoiled if you leave it out. Even a half hour before Shabbos is over, you could just put it away. That's not the issue. That's because that's for now. That's the food shouldn't get spoiled. So putting that into a refrigerator, somebody has, let's say, cheese from Chalshudas, cream cheese, or these type of things. You're putting it away. You can't leave it out because it'll get moldy, it'll get spoiled. So that's for now, and that's for the food. That's not a problem at all. But even in cases whereby it's a question of, one might think, preparing for during the week. For example, he brings down, does he say for Piskei Tshuvas, let's say to sweep up. Somebody wants to sweep up the floor also. After the Shabbos Su'ud, or even possibly after Shalosh Su'udos, if it's not that close to the end of Shabbos. And it's a regular sweeping with a soft broom. We're not going to get into various different halachas of brooms right now. A hard broom one should not use. Hard straw broom, the Mishnah Berurah brings down, one should not use the old hard straw brooms. But a regular soft broom is fine. On a regular floor, and a hard floor, you can't sweep a dirt floor, but if it's a regular hard floor, like tiles, marble, these type of things, regular hard floor, that is fine. We're not going to talk about the carpet issues right now. That's part of the malacha malaben. A regular hard floor sweeping with a soft broom is fine. But let's say the person they finish a Shabbos meal. Right now it's 3 in the afternoon, 2:30, 3, 4. Whatever the case is, the Shabbos is not over for a couple of hours, so they want to sweep the floor. So a person might say, well, I can't sweep the floor because I'm preparing for during the week. I'm doing it so the house will be clean, the floor will be clean during the week. No, you're doing it for now because people are walking. If it's in a place whereby people will walk, or the point I want to bring out, which is very important, it brings down the Sefer Piskei Tshuvas, that avol v'gam im ein bevadai shahoy. It brings us down on page Ayin Gimel, by the way, in our siman, which is Shem Beis. V'gam im ein bevadai sheyiyu sham anashim asher yenu misidri hamakam. In other words, if a person's going to sweep up because there's crumbs on the floor, whatever, there's dirt on the floor, and people are going to walk, they'll be stepping on crumbs, it's not a nice thing, it's a disgusting thing, so they just want to sweep up the floor. But even if it's not 100% that people are going to go, there's a good chance that people might go there, but not for sure, he brings out. That's a very important point. V'gam im ein bevadei sheyiyu sham anashim asher yenu misidri hamakam kol sheyesh ha'efsharis lekach huta hadavar. He brings down, even if there's a good chance that somebody might go there. I can't say for sure. It's in the other room. I'm not sure if somebody's going to go in there the next 2 hours till Shabbos, next 3 hours till the end of Shabbos, but possibly people will go there. It's a good chance somebody might go there. So good. Even then, he brings down to sweep up would be okay in a type of floor that one is allowed to sweep with a soft broom. Now, he does bring down, like we mentioned, like we said last time, avol im hasha'ara shalo yikanis shum adam ad moitzi Shabbos, then it will be us. If a person knows, let's say this room I'm going to close, nobody's going in there for sure till after Shabbos, so then just to go ahead and sweep the floor over there, that you can't do. That's preparing for during the week, right? I'll go sweep up the floor and I'll clean up the dirt over there. Right, there's crumbs on the floor, people ate there, whatever, but I'm closing the room, nobody's going in there, it's not negea till after Shabbos, so then you can't do it. That one would not be able to do, and even brings down v'afal day nachri, even through a guy, yesh laden im lahater, that even then it's questionable. We're not going to say for sure it's 100%, but that's also questionable, even to tell a guy to do it over there. Okay, so that's only if somebody knows for sure, but if there's a question, there's a good chance people are going to go there, then you're allowed to do it. He brings down another interesting case, again, in conjunction with the Lamites Malachas, meaning there's no questions of Borer, there's no questions of Muksa, there's no questions of Malabain, like possibly on a carpet, sometimes possibly sweeping over there, but to be over HILCHOS Shabbos, you can't do. We're talking about just right now strictly, it's an action that's done on Shabbos, and it's mutter to do, finish. The only question is, am I doing it for now for Shabbos, or am I doing it for after Shabbos? So where does this come into play? Like we spoke about in the beginning, a few shiurim ago, that the Mishnah Berurah brings down on the spot in reference to making the beds, right? We said when one wakes up, making the beds, fixing up, tidying up the couch and the linens or whatever, people are coming in, or people will be around, and it's not a nice thing, so then you're allowed to make the bed. But again, if you know for sure nobody's going in there, it's door closed, room closed, nobody's going in, so then you can't, because you're allowed to make the beds. What's the problem with making the beds? Elamai what? It's a problem of preparations for during the week. So that's where the problem comes into play, al hachana, but not the action itself, but the what the person's intention is for and what's going to be happening. That's where the problem comes up. Now he brings also another interesting case, even cleaning off, let's say somebody has in shul, right? This forum, a lot of times you have it by a simcha, sometimes there's a side room or something like this where you have people had sedurim and chamashim in a regular shul for sure. I'm allowed to, again, not talking about the issue of boyer, I'm not talking about mixed up sfarim and separating, that's not the issue. I have a siddur here and I have a chumash over there and the other end of the table and I have a gemara in the middle. There's no boyer over here, there's no problem. I just want to pick up, be masad at the table. I want to take this sfarim and put them back in the shelf, so that the table will be clean because people are coming to daf and mincha, for example, right? After Shachris, I want to clean up the sfarim, put away sfarim in a way that it's okay to put away. So like this for mincha, people will be able to come and daven. So that, of course, no problem. But even he says further, let's say if somebody wants to clean up this sfarim, let's say after mincha, and I'm not sure if people, let's say, even off to a side room, and when that, it's good, people are going to come, they'll need the tables. Another guy will come and sit down over there in the shul. Another guy will come and sit down and say Tillim, or whatever the case is. He'll need the room, he'll need the table. So then, and it's only a good chance, we're not even sure if they're going to come. So then also he brings down, does a piskei tshuva to clean off the table from Sfarim or lahavdil, if there's, he says, dirty plates, dirty cups, or whatever. People are drinking coffee over there, whatever the case is, or some of the dirty plates, possibly people eating cake and cookies over there, whatever the case. If there's a good chance, or there's a chance that people are going to come and they'll need the place, or just push it out to bezoin for Shabbos, people will be passing by and they're going to see a dirty cup, dirty plate, dirty this. So it's also again bezoin for Shabbos. So even though it's close to the end of Shabbos, not so close. Again, the time period is hard to say. So Shabbos is not over for a couple of hours or whatever. So then would not be a isser for hachana l'chol, for preparations for the week, because you're doing it for now. Again, the bottom line is, once you could show that you're doing it for now, because people will be passing by, people need the table, people have to walk on the floor, have to sweep up, whatever the case is. Once you can show that you're doing it for now, but in other words, now meaning before Shabbos is over, that people are going to be, moving around in that area, using the area, so then it's not considered for preparations during the week, it's considered preparations for that Shabbos. Thank you for listening. Atzlach and bracha, kol tov.